Call of Duty takes out Avatar, at least according to Activision. Call of Duty sales hit $1 billion in just 15 days, which is better, Activision says, than Avatar, which took 16 days to reach that level. Here to talk about is Market Watch's Dan Gallagher. Dan, how you doing?
Great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How impressive are these numbers from Activision on Call of Duty?
Two ways to look at it, I think. One is very impressive. This is an entertainment property that's made $1 billion in just a little over 2 weeks. That's nothing to sneeze at by any stretch. The other interpretation is that does this represent any notable growth in terms of users for this property? And it's not clear at all that does that, because it made this milestone 1 day earlier than the last iteration did last year. But it's also possible that because this launch included Black Friday and last year didn't, that could have accounted for some upside, as well as the fact that there might be more players pre-buying the expansion content this year. So there's question marks over it in terms of, does this signify more people actually playing Call of Duty than there were before?
Right. It's notable that it got to this level 1 day ahead of Modern Warfare last year in getting to $1 billion in sales. What do we think that this might mean for Halo 4, which is the other big video game product that's out this holiday season?
Well, Microsoft hasn't said much beyond when it first initially launched. Halo 4 is expected to be one of the top-selling games of the year. It won't sell as much as Call of Duty because Halo 4 is exclusive on the Xbox 360. Call of Duty you can play on the Xbox, the PlayStation, and even the Wii U, which is brand new from Nintendo. So there's a much bigger platform base for Call of Duty to play on. Halo will never match that kind of number, but it's still expected to be a very strong property for the year.
And as you were saying, sort of the mixed interpretation of the numbers have been reflected in Activision stock price today, huh?
Yeah, there's been a tepid reaction to it, and I think we've seen that across the video game publishers. There's just not a lot of investor enthusiasm right now. Everybody's waiting for the next console cycle that'll come next year. The Wii U is kind of limited to Nintendo. So there's not a lot of investor enthusiasm right now, even with these big properties. Nobody expected that Call of Duty would not pull in a lot of money. It's more about, can the industry still continue some secular growth and launch some new consoles and get a lot more players into it than they are right now.
And any interpretation take away for the broader video game industry?
Well, not really, because Call of Duty is one property. Like I said, it does very well for Activision. It'll probably continue to do well, at least for a while. It's not, even if growth has kind of peaked, it doesn't mean that nobody's going to play it next year. So there's still a lot of money that Activision can make with this property. But it doesn't signify that more people are exactly coming into the sector to play this. The video game business, I think, to get investors excited, needs to show some growth stories and not just giving core gamers what they've been playing for a long time.
And what are the upcoming games next year that people are already excited about?
Well, there'll be some strong releases in the March quarter. That's become kind of a popular quarter for releases, even though it comes after Christmas. Going to have games like Crysis 3, Dead Space 3, very popular titles. These are coming through EA. And then, of course, later in the year, it's widely rumored that we might have a new Xbox 360, possibly a new PlayStation, so there might be some new games and new types of properties for those. But we don't have a lot of visibility on that yet beyond some rumors.
All right, Dan, it should be a fun space to watch. Thanks a lot for spending some time with us.